Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. This is the match preview for Crystal Palace v Everton at Selhurst Park on Saturday. Just before we get into this match preview, if you can like, comment, subscribe, I know you want to. Get to 800 subs, let's do this. Apologise for the setup, not really, well it's not really much of a setup, it's a phone and a light stand with the light shining on my face, but yeah, just haven't been in the best of... just haven't been the best mentally in the past few weeks, and it's just drastically got a bit worse. So, listen, if I'm still doing a video, I feel like you've got at least sometimes you don't just do what you do when you're feeling down and all that kind of stuff. You kind of pick yourself back up, or you do little things, or half the objective what you want to do. This is kind of what I'm seeing as this is half an objective, half of something that I should be, half the effort I should be making. But at least I'm making a bit of effort for it. So yeah, another game for Everton Football Club. Before, the last game before the international break, or the last international break of the year. And yeah, it's a game you can look at for both sides, that both sides have a good chance of winning here or picking up some points, neither less. So it makes it a very interesting game for a neutral kind of point of view as well. Obviously, it's not on TV, but you can't really call it. It's one of them games. I feel like you'll know in the first 10 minutes where it's gonna go, what team's up for it. Obviously, things can change in games, but it just feels like a lot of people are already predicting this as a draw. But yeah, for Crystal Palace, they can look at this as an opportunity to. I don't really know what their opportunity is. They always seem to finish mid-table, to be honest. Whatever's comfortable for them. So that's why I feel like we have a bit more, you could say, motivation to win this game, because listen, it's not the end of the season for Crystal Palace. I just can't see them fighting bottom half of the table and the top half of the table. Just don't think they have the squad depth and players to do it. And that's not me being disrespectful. Obviously, the massive or biggest players for them is Eze and Elise. I think there's a late fitness test potentially for Elise, which would be massive for them to get him back in the team. They have a decent squad, Crystal Palace. They just never seem to have that upper gear of doing really anything in the Premier League. They're probably the most unwatched side because everyone kind of has the same expectation about them. But I don't know what the fans will feel like. If any Crystal Palace fans watch this, then comment down below how you feel about your club and where's it at. Hodgson in charge as well, which was a bit of a strange one. Not to do with his ability as a manager, but his age and stuff, and the fact he left the club as well and also retired from football and then come back. Maybe it's a settling season for you a lot, but it feels like that a lot. It's just, when is it going to be the point where you're going to take a bit of a risk? But for Everton's sake, I feel like this is a big opportunity for us, and Selhurst Park is a stadium I'd really like to go to one day. Just the unique look about it, and the atmosphere obviously it brings. It's always been a tough game for Everton Football Club. A big result we lost a couple of seasons back was the 4-0 loss to in the cup, and then I think we lost in the league as well, and obviously that's when Andros Townsend got injured. I can't remember the score last year, to be honest. I think it was a draw, like a 0-0. If I'm wrong, then correct me. But yeah, it's another a game that you can look at. We've got to take these opportunities when they come to us, when the pressure isn't fully on us yet. I feel like we have the ability with the squad we have to win the game, win a match at Selhurst Park, against this Crystal Palace side. Our away form has been pretty good. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's not going to come to an end and things start absolutely messing up for us, but I have belief in the squad at the moment. Dyche come out with his press conference and Coleman won't be fit enough as he played in a midweek game in the EFL Cup against Mansfield, and he played for the Everton under 21s. Jimmy played in that game as well, scored a winning goal, the penalty in the last few minutes. So obviously Coleman won't be fit enough. Dobbin featured in that game as well. Will he have a chance on the bench with these potential injuries or players who are going to be out? The likes of Onana, Doucouré and Brentwaite, which is quite alarming. Kind of not the full span of our team because obviously our striker is, completes the span and stuff, but Doucouré is an unusual player but a very effective player when he's on it. Onana sweeps up the midfield. I felt like we missed him against Brighton, and then Brantwaite's been absolutely solid for us this season. And you get the thoughts of Michael Keane coming back into the squad, which obviously terrifies everyone. Yeah, it's really hard to make a prediction. I was going to do this tomorrow, but you never really find out when the players are going to come back or are going to be available for the game till the game time. So my prediction, if these players are all involved in the team, is a win. If some of these players are available, I'll say a draw, and then if none of them players are available, I'll say we could potentially lose the game. Like, that's how I think, because I feel like they've all got important qualities about them. And I just hope if that is the case, or we don't have any of them players fit, which is a unlikely chance, that the players who haven't been playing can step up, or showcase something for at least one game before them players might return. Because them players you can't really replace from that first 11. You can't, because we haven't got much of a strong bench at all to replace them type of players. Especially in the centre mid as well, we're really struggling there. So I wouldn't really, you're just gonna have to start James Garner and Idrissa Garner, again. Then maybe Onyango might have to play. It just depends how he wants to set up. But normally I have 5 in midfield, so gonna have to think of ways, especially if Onana and Doucouré are both out for this game. The Brighton was a decent result. Could have got more. Very frustrating that we didn't under the circumstances. But like I said, we move on. This game is a winnable fixture for us. We don't normally have many problems against Crystal Palace at home, but away always seems to be tougher. But I just hope, even a draw in this, I'll be happy with. Obviously, I've said in every video since we started getting back into good form that I want to get as much points as possible before you get in a tricky part of the season. So yeah, it's I'm hoping we're going to see more from Harrison and McNeil. You could argue that Danjuma might be better for this game, for his pace, his direct play. I think they're quite good aerially. Can't even say that right. They're centre backs. I think they're defensively all right. Crystal Palace quite solid. Just don't score many goals, and again, it could be an argument for Harrison to start again. I just don't think he was amazing against Brighton at all. Didn't play particularly well against Burnley as well. So it's up to Dyche, obviously. But it'd be nice to see Danjuma get a bit of a run out again and see what he can do, because he has scored a couple of goals for us this season. Obviously, we knew what his issues was, being a bit too greedy on the ball sometimes, but he has showcased qualities that we have missed. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully, it'll be another positive result for Everton. Something that even a draw could keep this momentum of not really losing many games this season, always picking up something from a match, and just keeping this little momentum going that we've got, and hopefully positive results, so we can be happy for them 2 weeks. for the international break. Um, but yeah, I'm going to predict. I'm hoping the players do step up. Even though I'd said me predictions before, if we miss some of these players, we lose or draw. I'm hoping the players do step up. I don't think Palace are fully at the races yet. Even though they won at Burnley 2-0, I wouldn't say it was convincing. Um, but I'm going to say Everton 2, Crystal Palace 1. So, yeah, put your thoughts in the comment section, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the match reaction.